Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we are going deep into something unique, something beautiful that the world really needs to hear. We are talking about Shona values. Yes, from Zimbabwe, are helping create leaders who are wise, humble, strong and global minded. Even if you've never heard of the Shona people before, I promise these values can inspire anyone, whether you are in the UK, USA, Tanzania or anywhere in the world. So grab a cup of tea or coffee and let's talk about what truly makes a great leader from an African lens. You will be surprised how deeply these traditional values connect with modern leadership. So where do we start? Let's begin with shedding light on who are the Shona people. The Shona people are the largest ethnic group in Zimbabwe in Southern Africa. Shona is not their original name. I've talked about that at great length in my other videos about the history of the Shona people. Check the link in the description. Now let's get back to the subject of today. The Shona people make about over 70% of the population and have a rich cultural history going back hundreds, even thousands of years. They are known for stone sculptures, music like mbira, thumb piano, strong family traditions, and their deep moral values. But here's what is fascinating. The same values taught in rural Shona villages are exactly what many leadership books in the West are promoting today. Things like empathy, humility, resilience, community, all of these are embedded in the Shona way of life. And the top 5 Shona values include Ubuntu, resilience, respect and humility. These values stand out as powerful ingredients for creating global leaders. They are rooted in community and humanity. They are timeless and universal, making them relevant to people everywhere. And while this knowledge is often passed down through oral tradition, through grandparents, its power can reach boardrooms, classrooms, and even governments. So next, let's talk about these 4 core Shona values, how they create global leaders. So the first value we are going to look at is Ubuntu, Unhu. Some people call Hunhu. I am because we are. Unhu is one of the deepest values. It means I am because we are. It's the idea that a person is not just an individual, but a part of a larger human family. From a young age, Shona children are taught that you belong to the community. You don't succeed alone. You lift up others as you rise. Sounds familiar? Right. In the West, we now call this servant leadership or emotional intelligence. But the Shona have practiced it for centuries. Ubuntu also inspires leaders to give back. Whether it's mentoring young talent or supporting community projects, a leader with Ubuntu sees success as shared. By putting people first, Ubuntu-driven leaders create lasting impact from boardrooms to communities. Leaders with Unhu care about their people. They take time to listen. They lead from within the group, not above it. Unhu creates leaders who are compassionate, who lead with both their head and their heart. The next values is kuzvininipisa, humility. It means knowing your strength but never using them to make others feel small. In Shona culture, bragging is seen as a sign of weakness. True greatness doesn't shout, it whispers. This humility shows up in leadership when someone takes accountability, when they give credit to their team, or when they admit they don't have all the answers. Think about global leaders we admire. Often they are the ones who stay calm, who are centered and grounded. That's kuzvininipisa in action. Humility is leading without ego. Humility is about staying grounded no matter how successful you become. It's the opposite of arrogance. In Shona culture, leaders are expected to serve their communities, not seek personal glory. This value shapes leaders who are approachable, open to learning, and focused on others' needs. In today's world, humility is a rare and powerful trait. So the next value we are also going to look at is resilience, kushinga. This one is powerful. Life isn't easy, and leadership definitely isn't. But the Shona teach their children how to endure, how to stand strong even when life is hard. Whether it's a drought, a lost harvest, or a political crisis, the Shona spirit is one of survival. That same spirit is in leaders who fail and bounce back, entrepreneurs who lose everything and start again, single mothers who raise strong children against all odds. Like I said, resilience is about bouncing back from tough times with determination and hope. For the Shona, life has often been filled with challenges, from economic hardships to historical struggles. Yet their culture emphasizes staying strong and finding ways to keep going no matter what. Imagine a leader facing a crisis, a company on the verge of collapse, or a community hit by disaster. A resilient leader shaped by the Shona value of perseverance doesn't give up. They adapt, find solutions, and inspire others to push forward. This ability to endure and overcome makes leaders stand out globally as they turn obstacles into opportunities for growth. Resilience also teaches leaders to learn from failure. Instead of seeing setbacks as the end, a Shona-inspired leader views them as lessons. This mindset is crucial in today's fast-paced world where change is constant and leaders must stay flexible and strong. Resilience or kushinga isn't loud, it's steady, quiet power. It builds leaders who don't quit. The last and fourth value is respect, kuremekedza. Respect is a cornerstone of Shona culture. It's about honoring others regardless of their status, age, or background. For the Shona, respect shows up in how people listen to elders, value traditions, and treat everyone with dignity. For global leaders, respect is a superpower. In a world where cultures collide, whether in multinational companies or international diplomacy, leaders who show respect can bridge divides. This Shona-inspired respect helps leaders navigate complex global challenges, from climate change to trade agreements. Respect also means staying true to your word. A leader who promises to support their team or deliver a project must follow through. This builds credibility, which is vital for leadership in any setting, whether it's a small startup or a global organization in London, in America, in Pretoria. In the Shona world, everyone deserves respect. You greet elders properly. You don't interrupt. You treat others with honor, even if they are younger or poorer than you. This value creates leaders who see the humanities in others. They speak gently even in conflict. They create safe spaces where everyone feels valued, from the janitor to the CEO. And the best part, respect grows trust, and trust builds loyalty. That's leadership gold. So, how do these values actually show up in the real world? Do we have real life examples of Shona rooted leadership? So let me introduce you to a few powerful examples. Strive Masiyiwa. Strive Masiyiwa is a Zimbabwean billionaire, founder of Econet Wireless, and a global philanthropist. But what stands out most is his leadership style, shaped by Unhu and Kushinga. He is known for integrity, humility, and a passion for solving Africa's problems, from internet access to healthcare. Even with all his success, he speaks like an elder, not a celebrity. That's the Shona way. Next, it is Tsika Masiyiwa, his wife. Tsika Masiyiwa is also a force to reckon with. She leads education projects that reach millions. She once said, leadership is service, not control. You can see kuzvininipisa in here, the quiet humility that moves mountains. Another person who comes to mind is Tsika, a writer and filmmaker. In here, I see the qualities of resilience and Ubuntu. Tsika is a Shona novelist and filmmaker who demonstrates resilience and Ubuntu through her work. Her novel Never's Conditions addresses gender and colonial issues, giving voice to marginalized Zimbabweans. Despite censorship and economic challenges, she persisted in her storytelling, showing resilience. Through her films and the Institute of Creative Arts for Progress in Africa, she fosters community empowerment, reflecting Ubuntu. Her humble approach and respect for her culture shines through in her dedication to uplifting others through art and advocacy. Another A key person that comes to mind is Jairus Jiri, philanthropist and disability advocate. Jairus Jiri, from 1921 to 1982, he was respectively called Baba or Father in Shona culture, was a philanthropist from Bikita, Zimbabwe, who founded the Jairus Jiri Association to support people with disabilities. Despite having minimal formal education and facing colonial era bureaucratic obstacles, Jiri showed resilience by establishing the first black-led disability organization in Zimbabwe in 1950. His Ubuntu was evident in his compassion for marginalized groups, providing skills training, rehabilitation, and arts programs for the disabled. Jiri's humility shone through his hands-on approach, starting with his own resources, and his respect for all people inspired a legacy that continues to empower thousands across Zimbabwe. But it's not just billionaires and celebrities. It's everyday Shona leaders, people like nurses in London, Harare, who work with patience and with compassion, teachers in New York who build students up with kindness, engineers in Harare who solve problems with dignity. These everyday leaders carry Shona values into their global roles, often without even realizing it. So what can all of us, wherever we live, learn from Shona leadership? Lesson number 1, leadership isn't about being the loudest voice. It's about being the most trusted one. And lesson number 2, humility doesn't make you small. It makes room for others to grow around you. Lesson number 3, resilience doesn't always roar. Sometimes it just quietly keeps going. And lesson number 4, community matters. We rise by lifting others. And the last lesson, respect isn't earned, it's given and then returned. Maybe you are leading a company, or maybe you are just leading your own life. Either way, the Shona values offer a map, one rooted in kindness, wisdom, and strength. Thank you for spending time with me today. I hope you are living not just inspired, but changed, even if just a little. Let's lead with Unhu. Let's stay strong with Kushinga. Let's remain humble with Kuzvininipisa. Let's treat every person with Kuremekeza. And maybe, just maybe, we will become the kind of leaders this world needs. If you enjoyed this video, give it a like, subscribe, and let's grow this global conversation together. Drop a comment below which value spoke to you the most. Until next time, stay grounded, stay kind, stay powerful.